What were Sauron's gifts that enslaved Middle-earth? Imagine being offered a gift that seems perfect but secretly binds you in chains. That is exactly what Sauron did during the Second Age in Middle-earth. His so-called gifts were not acts of kindness but clever traps. When Sauron appeared as Anatar, the Lord of Gifts, he pretended to be a wise and helpful figure. He offered knowledge and skills to the elves, especially the jewelsmiths of a region, promising to help them craft beautiful and powerful works. The most important gift he gave was the knowledge to forge the rings of power. Sauron guided Celebrimbor and the elves in making these rings, but he had a hidden plan. While the elves made the 3 rings, Sauron secretly forged the one ring to control all the others. These rings of power were powerful artifacts that could boost the abilities of their owners. But they also carried a hidden danger. The rings were linked to the One Ring, meaning whoever held one was vulnerable to Sauron's influence. Sauron distributed these rings to different groups. He gave 7 rings to dwarf lords and 9 rings to men. The 3 rings stayed with the elves, but Sauron never touched them. The 9 rings given to men were especially dangerous. They made their bearers powerful and long-lived, but over time they corrupted them. Men who wore these rings became invisible and lost their free will. They turned into Raithes, enslaved to Sauron's will, and became the Nazgul, his most feared servants. The 7 rings given to dwarves brought wealth and power, but dwarves proved more resistant to Sauron's control. Still, these rings stirred greed and conflict among dwarves, leading to their downfall in many cases. Sauron's gifts were really traps. They looked like blessings, but they were designed to enslave those who used them. The elves, led by Gil-galad, Elrond, and Galadriel, were cautious and refused Sauron's gifts. But the jewelsmiths of a region accepted his knowledge, which ultimately led to the creation of the rings and brought ruin to many. These gifts show how power and knowledge, when given with hidden motives, can lead to corruption and loss of freedom. The rings of power, while seeming like blessings, became tools of domination and suffering. They shaped the course of history during the Second Age and beyond.